We never thought this day would come, but the reality is, we are selling our house. This was our first house, and we bought it together in August of 2023. We spent many months setting up the house in a way that fit our style and content, and continued to build upon that until now. Here, we created the iconic gaming basement featuring a dual PS5 setup for both of us to game together, an arcade with a variety of games that even include basketball, skee-ball, and a dual racing simulator. We also had a large collection here of statues from a variety of games, movies, and shows. There's a decked out futuristic PC gaming setup, and a home theater area perfect for sports, complete with a stocked bar. Upstairs, we built a clean and classy living room with a huge 100-inch screen and high-end speakers, complete with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, a large couch, and a massage chair. Our home office features our dual PC setups, perfect for office work, gaming, and streaming. And we can't forget about our main home theater, with more high-end speakers paired with an incredible projector and a 120-inch screen, leather recliner seats, and soundproofing panels all around. Don't worry about the old setups though. We are moving into a house that'll be both bigger and better. The reality is that we have simply outgrown it. We kept having ambitious plans for improving every single one of our setups, and no space left to do so. So we had to decide, do we settle down and maintain what we have, or do we find a new home and start over? After much consideration, we decided to move. Welcome to the new house. You'll immediately see that this house is big, 5,500 square feet to be exact. Not only does it have more rooms, but every room is also larger. It's a 4-bed, 4-bath house, with 2 of those being master bedrooms, plus an office, a bonus room, and a large basement with a 5th bathroom on the way. Oh, and the backyard has a pool, but more on that later. Now, the house is still pretty empty since we only just got access and haven't started moving our stuff over yet. We wanted to take this time to show you guys what the house looks like before we start with any of that, while still talking you through our plans and visions for it. The living room will look very similar to our current setup, just a bit larger, with the current beige couch, massage chair, and a 100-inch TV on the wall surrounded by dark shelves and SVS speakers. Speaking of shelves, we will also be rebuilding the floor-to-ceiling bookshelves in here. The carpet is new, so that's staying, and we like the wall color too. The office is right next to the entryway and it's a decent size with large doors and windows for plenty of light. We plan to paint this room a subtle light green color and probably upgrade the floor to a more uniform dark wood. My main PC setup will be in here, alongside Cam's secondary PC setup. There will also be a reading nook and a place for my vinyl collection. Our bedroom is through the hallway between the office and the living room and is considered a secondary master bedroom, as this house has 2 of them. That means it has plenty of closet space and an ensuite bathroom, which we plan on painting dark beige. It's also larger than our previous bedroom, so we'll be upgrading all our furniture in here, including getting a king-sized bed. We want to match the walls the same green color as the office, while keeping the furniture walnut and accessories beige. We will also be installing a large 123-inch fixed-frame projector screen on the wall, as we prefer this over a TV. Walking back out of the bedroom into the main part of the house and through the living room, you'll end up in the kitchen. The kitchen is a lot bigger than we're used to, which is a nice upgrade. It has a bit of a questionable color scheme though, so we'll have to fix that. We like the black cabinets, but definitely want to get rid of the orange backsplash. Would probably paint it some sort of grey and match the walls with a lighter grey color. We also got some new bar stools that will go by the kitchen island. It has a nice coffee and drink station to the side of the kitchen, where we'll put our coffee machine, mini fridge, and glassware. The kitchen leads out to our backyard, which is fenced in and very private. It has a pretty large patio where we plan to keep an outdoor dining table, lounge chairs, our outdoor TV, and maybe even build another gazebo for some shade. The main attraction is, hands down, the 9-foot heated saltwater pool. We didn't set out to buy a house with a pool initially, it just sort of happened that this house that we fell in love with came with one. But the more we think about it, the more excited we are that it's here. The garage is also larger than our current one, with plenty of space for our car, long-term storage, and our tools. We have some wall mounts to keep larger tools organized along the walls, plus some drawers and pegboards for the rest. The garage also has an added area that's set back a bit, where we plan to have our home gym. We currently only have a couple of machines, a treadmill, and some weights that'll go there, but hopefully we can add more to it later on. You'll find the main floor bathroom along the hallway that connects the garage, kitchen, entryway, and living room together. It's a pretty simple bathroom, and we're not sure if we'll change much in here, but we have plans to replace the toilet with a smart toilet, which will be interesting for sure. It's time to go down to the most exciting area of the house, the basement. This is also where we are going to put the most work and overall renovations, as it's the area that has to look and function the best. One of the biggest changes we're making down here is replacing the floor with nice, high-quality white wood flooring. The current floor looks fine, but it feels very cheap to walk on, and we want to brighten up the place a bit too. It's going to be a headache trying to replace the floor after we move in, so it's one of our main priorities to fix first. This, along with building a few new walls down here, is going to be what stands between us and moving the old basement setup over. So yes, walls. We are planning on building a wall by the bar in order to section off the bar a bit, while also providing more wall space for us to put our collectibles. We will keep most of our statues, lightsabers, and other collectibles right along this wall on your left as you come down the stairs, and loop around the new bar wall. The bar itself will get a sink installed, dark tiles along the back wall, black wooden panels covering the new wall section with collectible shelves in front of it, all paired with TVs, drinks on tap and in bottles, and glassware of course. Next to the wall, near the window, will be the space for Cam's main PC setup, which will actually get a bit of an upgrade. Instead of one PC, it will host two PCs. These will then connect to our dual racing rigs, powering both the PC setup and these rigs at the same time. We also plan on putting our new air hockey table here too. The wall towards the middle of the room will be the new home for our basement projector setup, paired with nice recliner theater seats and a coffee table with a built-in mini fridge. We will put up wooden wall panels along the back of the projector screen, and the screen itself will also be upgraded to a larger and sleeker model. We'll also place our high-end surround sound system here too. Next to that is where yet another wall will go, from the door opening towards the center of the room. This one has a dual purpose. It'll give us more wall space for our arcade machines, and it'll create the corner shape we need to rebuild our PS5 corner, but more on that in a minute. The arcade will cover this entire back section of the basement with bubble hockey around the entrance and arcade cabinets along the walls. We plan on opening up the back doorway a bit wider to welcome you into the rest of the arcade area, where we'll keep our larger arcade machines such as 2-play basketball and skee-ball. Speaking of the back area, we plan to finish this entire section with proper flooring and walls, plus build new walls to create a sort of closet area for the utilities. We also have a plan to build a bathroom back here too, as the basement doesn't already have one, and it's something that we've come to get used to in our old house. So that will definitely be a big project too, but we think it'll be worth it in the end. Okay, let's back out of here and take a look at where the dual PS5 setup is going to go, as it will be one of our most used areas down here. As I said, we're going to build a wall here in order to give us that corner shape we like our dual setups to have. We contemplated doing a side-by-side build, but it just doesn't feel right to us. So, building a wall it is. The plan is to keep the layout pretty much the same as our current setup, but this time with lighter walls, no rugs, and also some wood paneling accents behind the TVs. It's gonna look great, I promise. Behind the PS5 corner and towards where you can see the fireplace is gonna be our new retro setup. We haven't had one before, so we're really excited for it. We have a lot of retro consoles, so we plan to display them in these built-in shelves, add some lights, and of course, route all the cables and plug them into the TV here so everything is playable. Now, the middle of the basement, between the PS5 and bar, is where we'll put our pool table, along with our mini Jumbotron right above it. It'll be a great place for it to be without feeling too crowded, while still being near both the bar for refreshments and the projector setup to view whatever game or music video is playing. Another large project is on the second floor, so let's take the stairs up. The first room here is what's considered the main master bedroom, but if you know us well enough, you know that that's not what we're going to use this room for. This is going to be our new and improved theater. It is a lot larger than our current home theater, which is already a great start. We plan on using a more classy color scheme too, with different shades of light and dark gray on the walls, doors, and trims, black ceilings with hints of gold, and of course, some red curtains along the walls. The projector screen itself will also get an upgrade, as it will be a sleeker, fixed frame model, and it'll be a lot bigger, 150 inches in fact, which is a huge upgrade from our old 120-inch screen. That alone is going to make this home theater feel more like a proper theater. Next to the screen and scattered all along the room will be our high-end theater speakers, subwoofers, and surround sound system. We plan on routing all of this through the walls, so we'll have a really clean and professional look. Thankfully, a larger room also means more space for seats, so we will be going from 4 seats in the old setup to 6 seats here. It'll be 2 rows of 3, with the back row sitting on riser platform, so that row gets a proper view of the screen. We also have some plans of turning one of the closets in here into a theater lobby full of movie posters, snack bar, popcorn machine, and of course, a place to house all the audio and video equipment that will be powering the theater. Maybe even a hidden door or two as well. There's a really nice bathroom connecting the future theater too, which we plan on painting the same dark beige color as the downstairs bedroom ensuite to neutralize it a bit. We might paint the cabinets at some point too. These current colors just don't really do anything for us, so they gotta go. Through the bathroom is a massive walk-in closet, which we'll use for extra clothing storage and general long-term storage. It'd be nice if this closet were connected to the room we plan on using as our main bedroom, but oh well, the theater comes first. Leave the theater and you'll find our laundry room. Pretty basic, but we did get a new washer and dryer, which was nice. There's also plenty of space for our cat's automatic litter robot and some additional storage. The next room is actually what's called a bonus room. It's basically another pretty big bedroom, but it has slanted ceilings and no closets, so they just call it a bonus room. This room will mostly act as an extension of the basement. We plan to start by placing our poker table in here, as well as mounting a TV on the wall and placing some theater chairs in front of it. It'll be a nice hangout area, which can really grow into anything as we get new ideas. Walk across to the other side of the house and you'll find 3 more rooms. The one with a black wall right now will be our guest bedroom, meant for my parents to stay at when they visit us from Sweden, or for any other friends or family who wants to stay over. We'll paint the walls a lighter beige, mount a TV, and place our old bed frame in here. There's a bathroom right next to it with dual sinks, a toilet, and a shower bath. We don't have many plans for this room, mostly some decorations. The final room is another bedroom. We don't currently have any plans on what to use it for or any renovations in mind, but it's nice to have extra space when we need it. And that's our new house. What do you think? Is it nicer than our current one? We definitely think so. I'm sure you're curious about how much it costs too. Contrary to popular belief, we paid for both this house and the old one ourselves. No one helped us pay for it, not even with the down payment or co-signing. That said, we bought this new house for just under $680,000 US and put 20% down. And honestly, we got a great deal on this house, especially when you consider the square footage, the in-ground pool, and the finished basement. It's also in a great area. We actually made a list of features we wanted in a house when we started considering moving to make it worth it, and this house checked all those boxes. So we were ready to pay a lot more. We are really excited to live here now and make it our own. Thank you to everyone watching this for supporting our channels throughout the years. We really wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you. We have a lot of content planned featuring house upgrades, setup tours, and tech reviews that we want to share with you, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of that. We also post daily short-form videos here on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and TikTok at CamXPetra for more bite-sized updates. There'll be a mix of old and new house content as we make the transition between them, so I hope you stay patient with us. We're going to take a second to enjoy our new house today, but we'll see you guys in the next video soon. Bye.